There's Harrison Butler with the first bucket of the evening, and Southern for UTEP so far in his first season. When he gets hot from three, he can get it going.
Really quick subs here.
Spurgeon throws it down. Nice entry pass, and he gets a good look. And the offensive rebound, and instead it goes to Southern Utah. First shot of the night from Dre Marine, and Marine knocks it down, and that's a good sign for
here. He actually hit the three that got Sule Boom the triple-double last game.
Boom stayed in late in the game in a situation he normally wouldn't be on the court with how comfortably they were winning, but they gave him the crack at the triple-double. He had a kick-out pass to the corner, and Sibley knocked it down under pressure. Marine tries another three, and boy, can this kid shoot. Leading rebounder for the program, and he needs just two tonight. Coming into tonight, first time in program history, they have back-to-back 20-plus win seasons. They're standing at 21-11 coming into tonight. Almost another steal as Kennedy bats that pass down. Now the ball's on the floor. Shot clock down to 10. Fleming thought about another three, instead takes it into the paint and gets the scoop shot to go.
Almost looked like a goal to
semifinals. It'll be against Portland on Friday night. So a lot at stake here for both teams to try to keep that season going and get a home game, another home game. Southern Utah got to host Kent State, won a back-and-forth battle in that one, ended up holding off the Golden Flashes' 80-long rebound from John Knight III. Titus Verhoeven loses his bounce, so does Knight III. Good recovery from Verhoeven to disrupt the shot by Jason Spurgeon, but the rebound comes out to the Thunderbirds.
Really athletic of Knight there, not to get a traveling call. Keep the ball in play.
Beautiful backdoor pass, Fleming to John Knight III, and that gives the led Abilene Christian to that massive upset over Texas in the NCAA tournament a year ago, landing him this job. Turnover by the Miners, and how about that finish from Nick Fleming?
Really acrobatic. Take the spin back to the right there, but, you know, like you said, he's a dominant left-hander, more comfortable with the left.
And another knockdown three from Nick Fleming. He's feeling it in the early going. Coming off the bench, strong in the jumper. Fleming only averages 2 points, 1 rebound a game, and 10 minutes a game. But they've got some guys banged up, and we mentioned Tevian Jones, their leading scorer, out for the season. He's going to try it again and knocks it down from the middle of the Franklin Mountains.
And this is what these guys can do. They like to shoot.
They're able to get the finish around the rim, and now the Miners have gone cold.
And these aren't terrible looks. They're getting it into the paint. Maybe Titus's jump shot, they would have liked something better, but I like what UTEP's doing offensively.
Haven't scored in over 3 minutes, 1 for their last 8. And it's an 8-0 run right now for the Thunderbirds.
Notice this run's happening as Sule Boom is sitting on the bench.
Fawcett goes reverse with 2 left on the really blocks Eric Elkin alongside Hooper Vince with you here inside the Don Haskins Center. Good crowd on hand once again. As a backdoor pass and cut found to Harrison Butler with the easy basket. And the turnovers from Southern Utah in the first 10.5 minutes or so. As John Knight III cuts into the lane and easily scores. Joe Golding looks back to his bench. Fleming, that's his second personal. So he has to go to the bench. Here's Spurgeon against Onyema. Finds the cutting Marine, and that is well drawn up. And a good look from
UTEP needed that. Southern Utah's playing them one-on-one in the post. UTEP just hasn't been scoring.
Crowd trying to will the Miners back into this one defensively. Spurgeon will try the three, and he knocks it down. The 6'11" center out of Toowoomba, Australia. Trying to find the entry pass to Spurgeon. Shot clock down to 5. Marine drives, finds Spurgeon in the paint from the floater. And that shot clock went all the way down to 2. But certainly don't look tired here.
They don't. Looks like we're going to get a little staggered.
John Knight III gets it off the glass to go. And look like Keontae Kennedy was trying to foul him. They aren't in the bonus. Here's the full
Tap and force turnovers. They're going to have to claw their way back in this one.
Dre Marine was the hot hand against Kent State. Will try the three from straight away and knocks it down.
That's what Marine can do, hitting set from Sule. We'll see.
I think Kennedy thought Verhoeven was going to go up with the left and was trying to crash the boards. But Verhoeven was double teamed. Look at that pass underneath. And Spurgeon gets the friendly bounce. Mason Fawcett with the vision to find him. 10% free throw shooter. 6'5" senior out of Santa Ana. 120 games as a Thunderbird.
And you're seeing that here. You know, this is an experience. Something you don't see a lot. Looked like Boom stepped in, but he made it, so it doesn't matter.
3 for 3.
Simon just trying to get his guys not to make any more mistakes.
And they're coming out with that full court press. Southern Utah does a nice job of breaking it. They had a chance there potentially for an open three from Mason Fawcett, but instead will take some time off the shot clock. And now the UTEP crowd gets to its feet, gets a little bit louder, starting to feel the momentum potentially shifting, trying to will this defense as Agnew gets a hand on it. Here's a three, and it's drained once again by Nick Fleming. He was on fire in that first half. Was
that tap. Two guys diving on the floor. Right
again,
place,
it's
right
a
time.
career night for Nick Fleming. It was a career. First to their feet. If that one fell,
I think everyone took a breath right there in the stadium.
there's some real intensity on the defensive end, especially from Christian Agnew right now for the Miners.
This is a breaking point. They're trying to cut it to 10. Get back in this one.
Crowd getting louder. Several of them standing their feet. But the answer once again, this time from Jason Spurgeon. Boy, every time, on that one. Agnew's arms came down as Butler was shooting it, but they called the contact on the way up. 69% free throw shooter is 4 for 4 here tonight. Make it 5 for 5.
To call these live. You see it on slow motion, it looks easy.
And the floater from Moody, that's his first basket of the night. The loudest this place has been tonight, trying to will the Miners back into it.
Can UTEP get a stop here?
Pass underneath and the dunk from Jason Spurgeon. What vision from John Knight III to silence. And that brings the crowd to its feet. And the Miners finally have this one back to single digits.
That'll get the crowd involved. Knight going right at him.
Fadeaway jumper from Knight III, and he gets the roll off the front of the rim of the glass. Calling the foul on Sibley instead on the reach. So Mason Fawcett to the line. So it's the first personal foul on Jamari Sibley instead of Titus Verhoeven. Front of the rim there for a moment. That's just been the kind of night it's been for UTEP as a team.
They can't buy a bucket right now, but they still got a guard.
Shot clock inside 10 seconds as we approach 6 minutes to play. Marine with a rainbow three, and that one goes in. And that pushes the lead. It's a 12-point lead once again for Southern Utah. Baseline cut from Kennedy, tried to throw it down, but it was off the backside of the rim. And he's down on the floor still in the backcourt. Marine will try another three and splash.
Hope he's all right. Didn't react.
Marines hit a couple of threes back-to-back, now flying down the court. Instead, Todd Simon says, slow down. With just over 5 minutes left to play and a 15-point lead, the clock is the enemy of the Miners right now. Fleming kicks out another open look for Marine, and three straight for Dre Marine, the redshirt senior out of Glendale, Arizona. Out on the floor.
UTEP will likely be in this full court pressure for the rest of the game. shoot it there. Thought better.
Yeah, Thunderbirds didn't have a problem breaking that press, and instead of potentially missing there and giving the ball back early, take some time off the clock, and John Knight III gets the deuce. John Knight III got caught up in the air. Extra pass to Fawcett, and Fawcett throws it down. And that might be the exclamation mark as the
Southern Utah's unique 2-3 zone, almost a matchup, has caused issues for UTEP all game.
approaching 2.5 left to play. Todd Simon yelled at him and said, hold it. So they're just trying to take as many seconds off the clock now. Knight III, the extra pass to Fawcett. Little pump fake, and Fawcett, back-to-back buckets for him. Minor fans wanted a call there. So they're not fouling here. They are playing defense, trying to get one more stop, trying to trap Fleming. Fleming finds Butler, though, who throws it down. Try and trap, get the steal, and if not, they're going to have to foul at some point. Just over a minute to go, and trying to make them a 14-point deficit. Al Butler there at 69%.
I think they're just, Golding's going to let it play now. This concludes a very successful season by UTEP, and first season for Golding here at UTEP.
Yeah, if they're not fouling here, they're pretty much throwing in the towel on this one. And there's the final exclamation mark, and now he's had such a... and an emphatic one at that, a 13-point win, 82-69 the final.